You just spent $400 million on a bridge, not a house, not a company, an actual steel and concrete structure that cars drive across every single day. And somehow, this bridge is going to make you richer than most Silicon Valley startups. Welcome to the strange, wildly profitable world of owning a toll bridge. Because today, you are the proud owner of a river crossing that thousands of people are legally required to pay you for every single day, forever. Let's talk about what you actually purchased. A toll bridge isn't just a road hovering over water. It's a monopoly with government approval. Somewhere out there, a river, strait, or bay creates a natural bottleneck. Maybe there's no other way to cross for 20 or 30 miles. Maybe the alternative route adds 90 minutes to every commuter's day. Your bridge is the shortcut, and shortcuts are worth paying for. Bridges like yours generally fall into two categories: publicly owned bridges run by transportation authorities, and the rare privately owned bridges that individuals or companies can actually buy. You've landed one of the private ones, and that changes everything. Unlike a public bridge bogged down by bureaucracy, you can set your own toll rates within limits, negotiate your own maintenance contracts, and keep the profits instead of funneling them into a state budget. Historically, private toll bridges trace back centuries to medieval Europe, where lords charged merchants to cross rivers on their land. The model barely changed. Control the crossing, control the cash flow. So how does buying a bridge actually work? You don't walk into a real estate office and browse bridge listings. These deals happen through specialized infrastructure funds, private equity groups, or sometimes directly from families who inherited the crossing generations ago. Your $400 million price tag is based on a multiple of annual toll revenue, usually somewhere between 10 and 20 times yearly earnings. If your bridge pulls in $30 million a year in tolls, buyers and sellers negotiate around that number like it's the earnings report of a tech company. Before you sign anything, you had to survive months of due diligence. Structural engineers inspected every cable, joint, and support pillar. Traffic analysts pored over a decade of vehicle count data to predict future revenue. Lawyers checked whether your toll setting rights were locked in by a permanent franchise agreement or could be revoked by a nervous city council. And regulators had to approve the transfer, because governments do not let just anyone control a critical transportation artery. Financing a purchase this size rarely comes from one source. You likely used a mix of your own capital, infrastructure bonds, and loans from banks that specialize in toll-backed lending, because future toll revenue can be used as collateral. That's the beautiful, slightly terrifying part of bridge ownership. The bridge pays for itself, eventually. Your first morning as the owner starts before sunrise. Toll booth operators, or the automated electronic tolling system, are already processing the earliest commuters. You walk the length of the bridge, feeling the vibration of 18-wheelers rumbling under your feet. Every truck that crosses might be paying $20, $30, even $50 depending on axle count. Every regular commuter with a transponder pays a discounted rate, maybe $3 or $4 each way. Multiply that by the tens of thousands of vehicles crossing daily, and the math becomes obvious very quickly. You check the control room, where cameras monitor traffic flow and sensors detect any structural stress in real time. This isn't just infrastructure, it's a data operation, tracking every car, every payment, every anomaly around the clock. Now let's follow the money, because this is where bridge ownership gets genuinely fascinating. Your revenue comes almost entirely from tolls, but the toll structure is more complex than a flat fee. Passenger cars typically pay the lowest rate. Commercial trucks pay significantly more, scaled by weight and axle count, because heavier vehicles cause more wear on the structure. Some bridges add congestion pricing, charging more during rush hour to manage traffic flow. Others offer commuter discounts through electronic transponder programs, trading a lower per-trip rate for guaranteed predictable volume. On a well-trafficked bridge, daily revenue can range from $50,000 to well over $1 million, depending on size and location. Annualized, that's tens of millions of dollars flowing in from a structure that, once built, requires no additional manufacturing, no inventory, and no employees to sell anything. Your expenses are surprisingly low compared to most businesses of similar revenue. Maintenance crews inspect and repair the deck, cables, and supports on a rolling schedule. Insurance costs are steep, because insuring a piece of infrastructure that carries thousands of vehicles daily is not cheap. Staffing costs cover toll operators, security, and administrative overhead, though automation has slashed this expense dramatically over the past 2 decades. Debt service on your purchase loan eats into profits early on, but as the loan gets paid down, your margins start looking almost obscene. Many privately owned toll bridges operate with profit margins between 40 and 60%. Numbers that would make most CEOs weep with envy. Of course, nothing this profitable comes without serious headaches. Problem number 1, political pressure. Nobody loves paying a toll, and elected officials know it. Every toll increase you propose risks becoming a local news story, a town hall shouting match, or a ballot initiative aimed at capping your rates. Problem number 2, infrastructure risk. Bridges are enormous, aging pieces of steel and concrete exposed to weather, salt, traffic loads, and time itself. A single structural issue can force an emergency closure, and every day your bridge is closed is a day of zero revenue and enormous repair costs. Problem number 3, competing routes. If a new free bridge or tunnel opens nearby, or if a ferry service undercuts your pricing, your traffic volume can drop overnight. Problem number 4, regulatory risk. Because your bridge sits on public waterways and public land approaches, you're at the mercy of transportation departments, environmental regulations, and safety inspections that can change the rules of the game with little warning. Problem number 5, liability. Accidents happen on bridges, and when they do, lawsuits follow. Sometimes lawsuits large enough to threaten the entire value of your asset. And problem number 6, maybe the scariest one, government buyback. In some jurisdictions, authorities retain the legal right to purchase your bridge back at a formula-based price if they decide the crossing should return to public control. That means even your incredible cash-flowing asset can, in theory, be taken away, just possibly with compensation attached. So, is owning a toll bridge actually worth it? Financially, very few assets on Earth offer this combination of predictable demand and sky-high margins. People don't stop commuting because the economy dips. Trucks don't stop delivering goods because interest rates rise. Your bridge captures a slice of economic activity that is almost recession-proof, because as long as goods and people need to move, someone needs to cross that river. But you're not just buying a cash machine, you're buying a piece of critical infrastructure that comes wrapped in decades of political scrutiny, structural responsibility, and legal exposure. The best owners treat their bridge less like a personal ATM and more like a long-term public trust that happens to generate extraordinary returns. Keep your maintenance schedule spotless, keep your relationship with regulators cooperative, and keep your toll increases gradual and well-justified. Do that, and your $400 million bridge could easily be worth over $1 billion within 2 decades, generating enough income along the way to make the original price tag feel like a rounding error. So congratulations, you didn't just buy a bridge, you bought a slice of the economy itself, one car, one truck, and one toll at a time.